Okay, guys, let's go.
Cool.
He was walking around in the water. And I put a block in his body and he has come down of the block.
Hi.
Dad,
what's your deal?
Dad, we make the end for the food. Let's make the Ender Dragon. Dad, let's make the Ender Dragon.
Okay.
Dad, do you ever see here? Do you have a shower today?
What?
Did you have a shower
Oh,
today?
no.
Oh, then why are you getting wet?
I need to put some water in it to make it not crazy.
Okay. Dun, dun.
It's not working. I made it wrong.
There's 3 blocks. There's 3 blocks.
I know.
Now do you, I have to find another one. And now I have to find another one. No one. No one. No one. No one. No one. Dad, why was I standing on?
They just started you on that platform.
I see it in the dragon. Okay, this.
Guys, there's one more. 2 more. That?
That's an underdriver.
Why did you turn green?
Because I was sitting him.
He stayed green though. Is he green all the time?
Yeah.
Doing good. Down to half.
And that's waiting right here for you. Hey!
They look like a giraffe. Look. Giraffe. Almost. Just a little bit left.
Dad, these Endermans are my pets.
They look like Party Pat.
What?
They look like Party Pat.
Yeah. And Dad, I'm leaving this out. And Dad, look at the egg.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Whoa. What? What? When I push this, come on. That's weird. Whoa. Hey guys, this is kind of weird. I'm breaking a house. Yeah, someone steps on there. Oh, blow, blow, blow up. Dad,
Mm-hmm.
something comes out of the Noah. An Enderman comes out of the Noah.
What? Cool. They can go anywhere they want, can't they?
Good night.
is snoring.
A sandwich? Can I have a share, please?
Good night. Good night. You got me. You won this time, little baby. Okay, you won that time too. Hey. Oh, you got me. What are you doing? Oh, oh no, the baby got me.
Woo!
Oh no, what happened?
Wow. Did you just roll yourself back over? Okay. Hey. Oh my god, he rolled himself over.
He did that once before, but I wasn't sure if it was just because his arm helped him or whatever. You know?
Twice he did it. Good baby!
diamonds. A tree house. I'm having an Enderman party open. Enderman party. For them to make it to the top.
You gotta eat your peels. Did you eat your pills?
No, that's for which. Okay.
They're not that bad. Just take a bite and then drink some milk.
Dad. Don't want milk. I'm fixing my house. My tree house. Okay, Dad. I got all. Oh. Close to Okay. I am making plus in one. What's under there? Oh.
big baby. Oh yeah, that's my baby. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another Minecraft video, and in this one I've got a bit of a message for you guys. As you know, Minecraft is a game that doesn't really have a tutorial level, and it doesn't exactly have an instruction manual. You just log straight into the game and get started. But that doesn't mean that there aren't a handful of rules and a handful of tips that can go with playing this game. And I've been playing this game for a very long time indeed, and I've picked up a large number of unwritten rules and laws for all Minecraft players, and I thought it would be fun to share them with you guys. So let's start things off with a fairly obvious one. I'm sure you've all heard this said before, but don't dig straight down. I mean, it can work, and occasionally you can get to where you want to be really quite efficiently without running into any issues, but it's more than likely that you're going to end up in some form of lava lake, or in a ravine, or basically dying in some way or another. I've actually got fairly lucky on this one, but it can go south pretty quickly. Alternatively, if you want to create a mine, you could build your stairs like this. But don't. Just one simple reason, in that you smash your face on every single block as you travel down. Not only does this look really stupid, but also it's a lot slower. Now, Minecraft forests are absolutely beautiful, but sometimes obviously you need to get yourself tons of wood, so you're going to have to punch out the trees. Don't leave them like this. There is nothing more painful to look at than the sight of a floating tree. Entire forests of them. If you're going to do it, just, pop up like this, use the wood that you've literally just farmed, and pillar up a couple blocks so you can reach that final one. Much, much better. Now, I think we can all agree that this is a rather complicated looking redstone contraption, but what on earth is going on here? I mean, firstly, we cannot tell what any of these circuits do in the slightest. There's no way of telling what direction they head in or where they connect up to, but most importantly, can you imagine if Enderman came along and had a field day on this thing? I mean, even if one Enderman comes along and steals one dirt block, for example, this dirt block right here, suddenly the entire system is broken. Don't build your redstone on dirt. I'm going to take things really nice and easy here, just one block wide bridge, made out of netherrack, in the nether, above a lava lake, with ghasts surrounding me. I mean, that just sounds like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it? I'm not necessarily saying that you should never do this, because in certain circumstances you have to, but just be careful. I mean, that does not look safe, does it? Another thing to be super wary of in the nether regions is gravel. Gravel can occasionally generate on the sides of things like this, and if you cause it an update, yeah, it will drop, and you will plummet into the fiery depths below. I'm going to make an example of this redstone contraption once again, because there is clearly a piece of redstone missing there that should be there, and my acting could be improved, but it's definitely not a good idea to put water next to redstone in your inventory if you work in a redstone contraption.
We'll make you
Now, some
fresh and
people, when they
clean.
see a lovely village like this one, come in and just start killing off all of the villages. And to that I say, what on earth are you thinking? I mean, these guys, for a start, can be very useful in the future, but also, they're often packed to the brim with really useful traits. For example, these guys with the white coats on, they actually deal in enchanted books, like Thorns 2, for 14 emeralds and a book. This guy's worth keeping. I'm gonna keep him up in this little box right here. If you live in a wooden house, don't hold a flint and steel. I mean, it's just, oh my word, that's a recipe for disaster. That spreads so fast. If you're surrounded by TNT, I also wouldn't suggest holding a flint and steel. Yeah. That's pretty catastrophic. In fact, I would say that holding a flint and steel in general is probably a pretty bad idea. Unless, of course, you want to start forest fires, in which case it is hilariously good fun. If you have yourself a house or a wonderful base like this one right here, make sure that it doesn't drop below light level 7. Now this can be found on the light, and then if you go across you can find the block light, and right now we are on light level 1. So we're going to need to grab ourselves some torches and do some lighting up, because anything below light level 7 can in fact spawn mobs, which is, yeah, that's generally a pretty bad thing to have on the inside of your house. Now generally speaking, when you're pillaring up to do something, you don't tend to use the prettiest blocks in the world. So once you've finished pillaring up and you've done whatever you needed to do, don't just jump off the edge and leave the pillar freestanding, because I mean, just look at this thing, it's horrible. If you pillar up, make sure you pillar back down again. Now to some of you out there, this may seem like an absolutely brilliant idea. You've done loads and loads of mining, or perhaps you've got a shop on a server that is doing incredibly well and you have yourself a ton of diamonds. So you've decided to build your entire house out of diamond blocks. Just don't be that guy. I mean, look at it, it's stupid. This is your mate's house. I think we can all agree that it is a little bit on the small side, but you know, who can blame him? Property prices these days are getting a little bit bonkers. He's used some nice resources and everything like that, and he has plans to expand out in the future, but the issue is that you needed some stone and some dirt the other day, so you created this. Don't take out massive areas of land without first checking out the surrounding area. Which actually brings me on to my next point quite nicely, which is don't build too close to people. There is nothing more frustrating than getting set up on a nice multiplayer server, getting your starter house built up, and then the next day you log in and there's someone who's built a massive house seemingly over the top of yours. It's ridiculous. Just give people their personal space. Oh hey, would you look at that? I found myself a monster spawner. Look, zombies, we can turn this into some form of XP grinder. It's going to be fantastic. Except it's not, because the person who was here last decided to break it. Don't be that person. Someone can find a use for that. Zombie pigmen are perfectly fine by me. I mean, they don't bother you unless you punch them, but one thing that I will warn you about is ender pearling towards them. If you manage to hit one of these guys, they will become aggravated. Thankfully I'm in creative mode, so I'm not getting absolutely blasted right now, but if you were in survival, you'd be in many, many pieces. Another thing that you should probably be wary of is swinging your pickaxe near them. It only takes one miss swing and then suddenly this happens and they are brutal. That was 3 bunches! I didn't even stand a chance. I didn't even have a sword on me. Right now everything looks completely normal, but if I set the time to say 20,000, which is completely dark, it is pitch black. I mean, this village actually looks like something out of a horror film, and if you're wondering what's changed, it's my brightness setting. If I set the brightness to bright, which is what everyone's used to playing on, suddenly you can actually see off into the distance. Don't use Moody. Now this one is probably common sense for a lot of you, but I have seen it happen quite a few times in the past. And that is, you've got yourself an animal pen, you need yourself some food, you just start killing off all of the animals left, right and centre, and eventually you're left with just a couple of them left. Now most people would leave just the 2 left, so that you can breed them and get more animals in the pen. But some people don't, and they kill off everything, meaning you have to start from scratch. Oh, it drives me around the bend. If your favourite pickaxe has this much durability left, take it out of your hotbar, because the chances are you're going to completely forget about its lack of durability, try your best to use it, and then suddenly there goes your efficiency 5, unbreaking 3, silk touch, mending, a fortune 3, fire blasting aspect 2, whatever pickaxe. I might have gone a little bit over the top there, let me know down in the comment section. Don't fish in general, it's terrible. I mean, why would you spend your time doing this? I've never been so bored. Don't summon a wither without being, I would say, at least a billion, maybe a couple million at the least blocks away from anything, because these things, they completely ravage everything in their path. I mean, what on earth are you meant to do about that? How am I meant to fight that guy? He's literally just travelled off and destroyed the pig. Unless you really are rolling in diamonds, there is absolutely no point in wasting your diamonds on a diamond hoe. It may look cool, and you hit me with the cameras, guys.
Yeah, boy, I feel you. Don't do that too. Why do you have to do it now when you have school and other days? I'm like, please God, just lay in bed with me and watch one fucking show. He's bouncing off the walls, wants to go outside and jump. And now he's up there under the covers watching a movie. And I'm like, no, we have to go soon. I bet Mom will just let you skip all the fucking time because I don't want to go either. That's why they have that unexcused absence.
Stop looking at him.
That's why they have that unexcused absence rule when you can only have so many, otherwise you'll fail because your mom's like you. So I only have to be there half the time, and we can still get the same work done because we're not dummies, and all that stuff is just busy work and it's boring. But they say, no, you have to be there certain amount of days a week. And you say, it's so stupid. It's so silly. It's so stupid and silly. Maybe I should homeschool, but my kids won't listen to me, so it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I need to go home. Oh yeah, you got just like Jackie, don't you? You do.
Oh no, Epiglottis is going crazy.
Oh, you have to be there. Turn around and know you eat your food. Oh, yes. Just like that, he stops laughing. It's good work. What's up with you, Jack? Have that. I don't know. I don't know what you mean. And then you have to go to school. And you can't just stay home and do the work yourself. And you know why I'm paying taxes for you motherfuckers anyway. Wouldn't it be better if you didn't come? Yeah. Because then you waste less materials. But they don't think about stuff. You know, they follow the rules.
Isn't it that little plastic or that little leather case thing?
Hi, honey. Dude, you want to lay in bed all day? Yeah? Me too. Hey, listen. After school...
This afternoon.
Dad, why are you watching Minecraft video?
Yeah. What am I watching?
Yeah.
Minecraft video.
Jackie, after school, I'll lay in bed with you for the rest of the day. You watch too much Lara. You want to?
Stop.
Hello. Meow. 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 Meow.
What? I'll lay in bed with you when we get home today.
Hey, let me talk to you for a minute. Do you want to take Teddy with you today to school? And then every time you feel like you miss me, you want you to give him a hug, okay? And I'll feel you pull on my invisible string. Yeah? Yeah? Well, I'll let you take him if you want. You still have to go. Do you want to take him too?
Wait now, I have to go right now.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome. You always have a good day.
I don't want to go.
And then listen, look at me. Look at the TV. Look at me. I'm talking to you. It's not even on. Listen. And then after school, we can lay in bed and watch Next Gen. No?
No. I don't want to go to school.
Come here. Why don't we go to school?
Don't take me.
Come here. School is a little scary. Because you have to be a really good boy there, and that's hard to be good the whole time. And to listen to all the directions.
Yeah. So I'm just
can. That's why I'm sending you, because I know you can do it. Because I know that you're smart and you're a big boy and you know how to do everything. So I know you can do it. You just don't want to, but I know you can. You're so smart and big. Oh, you can do it. You can.
I don't.
And then I'll be so proud of you, and you'll be so proud of yourself.
No.
And he'll help you. You can carry him around the whole day. You can have him at circle time, you can have him at centers, you can have him when you go potty, you can have him everywhere.
Yeah, you do. But
I don't want to go closer.
you but really,
But I
What are you doing? He's just crazy little baby. He's your baby.
Can I ride your baby? Can I ride your baby yet?
Meow. I wish I could go. I wish I could go.
Shouldn't need any milk after eating 30 seconds last night.
What are you doing over there? Are you tired? Mwah, 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 mwah.
Hey, will you bring me a couple diet beers?
Yeah,
Hey, are you coming with me or we're going
I don't know.
He's not, so I have to take him with me so he falls asleep in the car.
Okay.
Do you do that or will you be with him for a half hour while he's pretty? Not a chance, son.